Good day, Ethan.
Good day, Kai. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Ethan, since the last time we met?
It's been a while, yeah. A lot of changes. Um, the it has been a testing period almost. Yeah. Um, I broke my hand, broke my heart. But I've been remaining diligent. Um, I'm having these nightmares of my past. But my body is. I'm getting signs saying that I need to slow down. And yeah, so.
It's good. So tell me, what was you doing when you hurt your hand?
I punched a wall in anger.
Okay.
I couldn't control myself. Yeah. And yeah.
So it's better out than in, isn't it? Yeah, it's better to break that hand than keep that anger inside. At least now you can look at what you have done and say, maybe next time I can try to not get to that point. Yes, was we can break a hand and eventually it can mend and heal. But if we are to break glass or something like this, these things cannot be mended. So we learn from these things, isn't it? There's no regret ever. So it pleases me that when you tell me that you punched the wall out of anger, there was no regret in what you said. Yeah, what has been done has been done. Yes, but also now that you are lacking the use of this limb, it makes you think, isn't it? It makes you realize. Yeah, which always goes back to what I say. You are your teacher. Yes, you have taught yourself another lesson. And if we learn from these lessons, we become wise. And if we don't, eventually, like glass, we break. Yes, this is what happens to some. So you have moved your room around, or is this a different room?
So yeah, one of the changes I made was I moved back to my parents for a little bit because it was getting very, that environment was not conducive. I felt a lot of stress because, I engage outside the world and I come back to stillness and I feel my body getting tight.
Yes.
And I breathe very rapidly when I'm around these circles. So I thought it would be best to step out and see
That's
what
good.
happens.
Yes. So what we usually say is when you are ever in feeling lost is try to find your roots, isn't it? And one way is to go back to family. Yeah. Even if you don't have family, you still can find what you can call family. And if you cannot find what you call family, then you go inside. But in your case, you went inside, and now your temple, your body is telling you, oh, you need to go back to your roots. And at home is where you will start feeling more safe again, isn't it? The meals are going to be cooked. Yes. There is an order that is already there. And now you are just like someone who is going to be involved in that kind of energy. So just take your time. Just become like a child again, but not like a sport child. Yes. And when you go back to your parents now, I'm sure you can see or look at them in different eyes, isn't it? for your self-study, become more compassionate towards them, that they are playing the role of mother and father. And when you felt that anger, it reminds you of this. So you can see in the background where I am, things have moved around as well. It just reminds us of things are always changing, isn't it? We just adapt. We do not complain, we just adapt. And we just get on with it, so to speak. But now, even when I look at you, you're like becoming a little child, becoming more younger. There's this sense of this real innocence is appearing. And I see this glow. So now that you're hampered in one hand, how's your practices been? How's your physical practices been?
Limited, because I, find excuses not to do things. But I have to, in a sense, and I hold on to, like, my heart hurts because I lost a dear, so I'm constantly thinking about this, and this letting go is hard, and that actually hurts more than this. So I have these dreams about my past, like vivid images, and makes me unable to rest. Then I go back to my practice. I lie down on the floor and just breathe. And
Yes. So when you get these memories and these feelings of the past, which in a sense is just memories, just be aware that they are what you want to see. And the reason is this: the present can only be experienced in the present. So when we recall something, we only recall what we want to recall. So for example, if I was to tell a tale of a fish that I once caught, I could tell you that the fish was this big. And then a few years later, when we meet again, I'll tell you about this fish that I once caught. It was this big. Which fish was right? Which fish is wrong? Yes. We must be aware that when we see these flashes and these images, they are what we describe as imaginings of what has already happened. So in a sense, what it is you feel like you're empty. So you want to fill it up with something, isn't it? So we make up things to fill it up with. Yes, like we always say, the past, the past. What has been done has been done. Yes, I too have had loved ones pass over. But when we have loved ones and friends pass over, we are joyous. Because we acknowledge from the first moment you meet someone in this life, we are always preparing to say goodbye. Yes. Oh, Ethan, please could you mute your mic for me? So when I was first coming to this world, when my father or my mother caught me from the tree, they greeted me and they acknowledged me into this world, this sentient being before it became the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai. But the moment I realized I was a character, Ethan, when I look at my parents now, every day I'm aware that this could be the last. So every moment I spend with them, whether it's good or bad, we cherish. But at the same time, we are always preparing to say goodbye. So our loved ones, when they go, we say goodbye to them, we say bon voyage. We thank them for the time that they shared with us, the flavor that they left behind. Because they live on through us. Yes, every interaction we have in our life, we carry these interactions with us. We are an expression of what has already happened, isn't it? This body of flesh and blood. So when our loved ones go, we say goodbye. And we say goodbye completely, isn't it? Just like when you breathe. You receive everything completely. And when you let the breath go, you let it go completely. Same too is with every relationship, every interaction we have in our life. Yes, when I walk among the bedrooms, like I say, we can hold hands and walk side by side. But we're all aware that we're like birds also, where we fly alone but together. When we feel empty like this, when we feel this pain, this is ego. Yes, ego is playing the part of victim. Yes, I've lost something. But here's the question. How can you lose something when you don't even own yourself? Yes. How can ego lose something that it doesn't even have in the first place? So remind ourselves that this feeling of emptiness that we feel is just something that we want to feel. It's almost like we are obliged to feel like this. But we don't have to. We live in celebration, living prayer. Our actions speak louder than our words. Yes, there's nothing wrong with being angry, Nothing wrong at all. But when you start feeling empty, start feeling self-pity, this here now is not good. Yes, this here now is the ego saying, oh, I'm in control. Yes. It's obvious that when we hurt our hand on the wall, we feel it. And you say the pain that you feel inside now is more than the hand. This is true, yes. But then there's also a physiological feeling you're feeling here as well. Yes. There is a correlation between psychology and physicality. So when we feel empty and pain here, then we must start doing movements to fill this area. Yes. Because remember, the body, it has no emotions. The body only feels. Yes, it only feels hunger, it feels pain, it feels tired, it feels these things. The ego, it doesn't feel anything. Yes, it can't feel anything because it doesn't have a body. So now when you say if it hurts here more than it hurts here, that means now just be more aware of the heart. Yes. And when you return home like this, now is the time for your heart to blossom more Yes. It's a very it's a moment where I don't want to tell you too much. Yeah. And I have to do so very compassionately. Very compassionately. It's almost like I'm watching a sapling slowly emerge from the ground, you know. I'm sat here, I'm just watching. It's very tempting for me to get a toothpick and coerce it to grow a bit faster. But I can't do that. I have to just watch. Yes, just watch. So now that you are hampered with one limb, what I recommend for you to do is continue your practices. And what you do is you can still lie on this limb, and I'll show you what I mean. Nothing will stop me, nothing will stop you from doing what needs to be done. Yes? So when you lie at a moment, when you lie on the floor and you're turning, isn't it? And you have your knees lifted up. Yes, you're turning like this. Just watching the breath. And then after a while, you start putting the hands underneath. This hand here, it's like a fist, isn't it? Then let it be a fist. I can still do what I need to do. The body will adapt to this. Even if I was to put a ball here, I can still do this. I'm still leaving a fist underneath. So you can make both hands a fist. So you see, even though your limb may feel hampered, it is still possible to do your exercises, yes? What you will find is when you hurt yourself here, subconsciously you helped yourself. Subconsciously. When you got angered, when the ego got angered, the body did what it had to do. Does it make sense? Bang! So now this hand here, you can't do no mischief with this hand. Does it make sense? Yes. Like your body is always teaching you. So you continue doing the movements. But now when you incorporate the fist, yes, like this. This is the movement I use when I massage people. Yes. I don't clench like this. This one here is to put energy different way. When I hold here, this is from now for healing. Yeah, this is the movement I use. But with yourself, you do the same. And then you can put it on the back. Just slowly, keep on rocking backwards and forwards. And eventually, you'll be able to do up to here. You see here, when you do here and you breathe, this movement here will start to open up the heart. Yes, on the floor, it will open up the heart. You will notice this with the fists underneath the thoracic area, the diaphragm. You just breathe. And each time you breathe, you do this. The scapularis, this bone here, will become unhampered. All the muscles that are attached to this bone will start relaxing. Then the rib cage can open further. And when the rib cage opens further, then this emptiness that you feel of this loss will no longer be. Yes, because let's be honest. When I pass over, the last thing I want is for any of my family to be sad. This is the truth, is it not? For me to pass over and wish that everyone misses me. You see the big difference here, isn't it? That's why every day when I see my parents, when I spend time with my loved ones, I'm always preparing to say goodbye. Always. Always saying goodbye. Which means every moment with them is savored. Every moment. Even the moments when you think it's not good, you understand? Sometimes we might think our parents anger us or our siblings anger us. We have to be very savoring those moments too, because we will miss those moments. Yes. So yes, this movement I show you here is from one avatar to the next avatar. Remember, watch the breath. Just watch it. And if you have to in the beginning, move almost like you're not moving. Yes, you could just lie there and just watch. If you can't see the breath, if you're too busy drowning in the thoughts, just hold your breath. Consciously hold onto the breath. When we consciously hold onto the breath now, instead of being drowning in our thoughts, the only thought we will have is, when are we going to allow the breath to come and go? And then everything that you was drowning in is no longer there. And from that moment, you start watching the breath come in again. Come, go, come in. Yes, it's always about that. Whenever this capital I, feels any kind of emotion, I feel very happy, I feel very sad, I always watch my breath. Because if I'm sad, it means my diaphragm is not working properly. If I feel too happy, it means that maybe I have eaten something too much. These are things you will learn the more you self-study. You learn more about the inner alchemy. Yes. Remember what I said, this temple is very amazing. The temple of flesh and blood. We are merely just borrowing it while we are here. Yeah. So be thankful that you broke the hand. But not too thankful. So even tell me, when you're doing your practices, do you do it on the floor or on the bed?
So first thing I wake up, I do it on the bed. I put a little plywood underneath my bed. sleeping on a hard surface. Do it on the bed. Sometimes I do it on the floor. And I watch myself get up, and then I stand on my horse stance, and I couldn't help myself, but I started timing at one point, and but I could stand I'm sitting down when I'm standing.
Yes.
That's how I feel.
Good.
And then I go to my stretches, and
Good. Okay. Please mute your microphone for me. So even please stand up. That's it. Just settle. That's it. Good. Just settle. So remember to allow the body or allow the animal to move, yes? Let it settle itself. And you, the driver, you're just watching. Yes. You're just watching. And whenever you see this movement, you'll notice that there is somewhere that you need to let go. If it means to allow the limb to take a step, then so be it. Yes. Because in the beginning, what you're doing here, this is still what we call standing. It doesn't matter if you're moving around. Yes. It's not about just being completely still. Remember, there's no such thing as stillness. In the universe, in life, there's no thing that's still. The only thing that is still is the one that is beholding. Yes, that's the only thing that is still. The one that is beholding has no body. Yes, the one beholding has no body. But the body wants to move. So now you just stand there and let the body move while it's standing. Eventually it will settle itself. A simple way of describing is this. When we have a spinning cap, when we spin, it spins, isn't it? And eventually it will stop, it will halt. This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for this haltness. Let it spin. Good. So Ethan, if you can place your left hand, your left hand in front of you like this, left hand. Yes, leave the thumb up. hold on to the thumb. Can you hold? Yes, isn't it? Imagine here it's like you're holding on to the reins of a horse. And now you're sitting on a horse, isn't it? Yes? Allow the horse to move. Allowing the breath to come in, and as the breath escapes, if you find you can't stay in the same position, watch the breath and just relax. Yes. Just hold on to the reins and just watch the horse move wherever it wants to move. At the moment, this here is, I can't demonstrate it properly because my horse does not want to move. Yes? But for yourself, just allow the horse to move. Yes, but you're always constantly sat on the saddle. But I know at the moment your legs, there are strains. Yes, from sitting down for long. And when we allow the horse to move here, we're just allowing energy to seek conclusion. Yes, we're allowing stagnation to seek conclusion. Maybe you want to let the leg do this. Yes, good. There we go. Watch the breath, Ethan. Yes. Usually, it is with the out breath that you must relax into. The in breath expands. The out breath settles. Yes? Good. The more you, in quotes, play this game, Ethan, the more you start learning to ride the horse more properly again. This makes sense? The more you be sat on the horse. Here you're just holding on to the reins of the horse. You're not guiding the horse. You're allowing the horse to do what it wants to do. Yes? But alongside this, you must continue the things on the floor. Yes? Because I know your glutes are very tight. Yes, along your spine, along your back in a moment, there's areas that are tighter than other. Yes, but you must continue working on the floor as well. Yes? So let's try this now, Ethan. Please, just try to stand straight for a bit. Yes, just let go of the hands. Good. So now we're just sinking into the saddle, yes, as much as you can. Good. So here I'm going to introduce something that's going to help the kidneys, yes, give you more energy. First movement is to open. It's me breathing in. Look, whenever you see me smile, it's me breathing in. That's it, and just settle into here. Good. And now can you just swing your arms left to right. Good. Good, just watching the breath. So right now this is very slow momentum, but eventually it's going to pick up. And what will happen here is the momentum of this movement is going to allow your own hands to tap your own kidney. You see? I'm breathing in, and as the breath comes up, I use the out breath to swing into my own kidneys. And then now be observant of your legs, what they want to do, yes? As you turn, the leg actually wants to move. You see? Yes, this leg wants to move. And as I turn here, this leg wants to move. You see? This leg wants to move. Just breathing in, but breathing in. Yes. Good. So even you'll find in a moment one side wants to move more than the other side. Is that right? Yes. Please do the side that wants to move more. Let me see. That's it. Just follow that. The side that can move more easier. Follow that. Just relax into that. The side that can move easy. Just relax into that. The side that can move easy. Relax into that. Good. When you watch back this video, you will find that the side that is easy is actually the right side. It's the in quotes is right. Yes. Just watch your breath. That's it. Breathing and just. It's always with the out breath that you swing that pendulum a bit further. Yeah. Yes. And then now the side that does not want to go as good, show me that side. Okay. Yes, I can see where it's tight. It's tight here, right here. Right here is where it's tight. Yes, when you turn here, you can't move. So Ethan, go back to the side that is easy. Do it very slowly, breathing in, turn. Yes, breathing in, turn. And your feet, check your feet. When you're turning here, allow your feet to go all the way around. You see what I did? I just let it seek conclusion. Yes? Turn the whole body, let it go where it wants to go. Gently. That's it, turn. Continue. Now continue that movement. That's it, good. Continue, go on, turn right around. That's it, kick. There. Good. Yes? You see what happened here? We allowed it to unravel. Does it make sense? Now you find it easier. Do it again. It's easier now, isn't it? Yes, that's it. Let it see conclusion. That's it. So right at the end, as you turn around like this, have it in your mind to really relax and just let it out, let it go. Let it go. Yeah. That's it, let it go. Yes. Good. That's it. Good. Now please, Ethan, try the other side. That's it. Let it go. So when you end up on this leg here, as you turn around here, so you see what I do here? See, as you turn around here, let this leg go. The leg that's left behind, let it go. You see? Watch again. Watch again. I'm turning. Yes, this one's going to go around. This left one, the one that's left behind, let it finish as well. Yes, let it finish with the out breath. Gentle, just gentle out breath. Let it go as well. Just turn. That's it. That's it. Let it go. Let that go. Yes. Now let the back leg go. Yes. Let it go. Good. You feel what's happening here, yes? The more you do this, this knot is going to go. We're allowing it to seek conclusion. What happens is when we are self-climaxing, our body puts into a certain position, yes? What we're doing here now is unraveling that. Does it make sense? Always do it very relaxed. Relax, Ethan. Yes? I'm just turning like this in the beginning and I notice somewhere does not want to continue. Somewhere like it feels tight. If it feels tight, I'll just let go. I'll let go. Just let go. Just let it go. Yes? But always with the out breath. Just and let the body just relax. Relax the body and it will just kick it away. Yes? Try again. Good. Good. That's it. Yes? Right now, you have the earphones on and you're looking at the screen. When you do this on your own time, allow your head to go whichever way it wants to go as well. Yes? When we're doing this, we're allowing the spine just to unravel. But at the same time, what we're doing here is to help your kidneys. Yes? This is to help your kidneys and the testicles, the reproduction. Yes? Good. Just gently, just gently. That's it, follow it around. Follow the hips, follow the hips. Yes. Now follow the hips again. Yes. Good. Yes. And then now here, the leg that's left behind. Watch again, Ethan. Yes. As you're turning here, stand here. As you're turning here, letting this one go. Yes, this one here. Completely let it go. Yes, at the moment it's stuck here, this hip. Yeah. Let the back leg go as well completely. Yes, turn. Yes. Follow the head. Good, 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 good. Yes. So Ethan, watch me. Be very mindful of your neck and your head as well, yes? I'll tell you what I mean. Watch the head. Let the head look down. Let the head follow as well. Yes? Do not try to stay positioned where the head is. Let the head follow along. Does it make sense? Good, 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 good. That's it. I need more space. That's all it is. Yes. Okay, Ethan. We need more space to do this. You have no space where you are. If you do this outside, you will see what's going to happen. Your body is going to unravel. Yes? Right now you have no space to do this. Just remember, just be gentle. The more gentle you do it, the more faster it will seem. When someone tries too hard, they actually slow themselves down. When you do something gentle, it'll look so quick. You see, I'm not trying. I don't need to try. Yes, be gentle. Yes, but the more you do this one, Ethan, eventually you will be able just to do this. It's still breath in. It's still breath in. I'm still breathing in. Watch. That's breath out now. I'm still breathing in. Still breathing in. Breath out. Yes, you notice I breathe in. This breath in, then breath out. Breath in, breath in, breath in, breath out. You see? When we do this, it increases the chi, the pressure. It's all about breath. And the moment right now, as you're doing this, you hear, you stop. This is tight. So you must let go, let go. Just let go. The more you do this, you'll be able to do the... I have no space either. But eventually you'll be able to do the... It's like a kick, like a butterfly kick. Yes. You're excited now. I can see you to do this. Yes, like a child. So Ethan, here's another thing. If you stand like this, and we find our seat, isn't it? The saddle. How does it feel now? Yeah, it feels better. I could see that it looks better as well. There's less blockage here, just from those few movements that you did. You'll be very surprised. Remember what I said in the beginning. You'll be very amazed and surprised at how quickly the body wants to blossom. We can hurt this body when we are not nice to it. We could do many things to it. The body it takes a lot of things. But when we allow the body to blossom, it does it very quick. Yes, before you know it, like I say, you will look back and people will not recognize Ethan. It's always up to you, Ethan. Remember, I'm not your teacher, I'm not your master, I'm not your slave. I'm just here to tell you that I was there and I'm not going back. Okay, please, Ethan, as you're standing here now, be aware of your elbows, yes? What you're going to do now is be aware of your elbows. You're going to lift up your arms with your elbows. Yes, not with the shoulders, just the elbows, yes. Yes, and then now relax it again. Yes, so most people, when I ask them to lift up the arms straight away, you see the shoulders come up. This is not correct. When the shoulders come up, it means now your breath is not properly happening. It's not working. Yes, so just lift your arms with your elbows. Yes, and then continue lifting up with your elbows. Yeah, just your elbows only. And then relax now your tail. Relax your tail. Relax your tail. Yes. Good. So here, this movement that we're doing here now, it reveals something to you, doesn't it? Yes? So once again, now lower the arms back with the elbows. Imagine there's weights here where the elbows are. Lower the whole arms down with the elbows. Now you can clasp your hands like this. Feel the difference, yeah? Yes. You feel the difference, yes? Good. And remember, to come out of meditation, you must be don't be abrupt. Yes, I'm going to let go. Let go of everything. Let go of everything. Let go of everything. Yes. Please sit. So today I have showed you something new that you can play. But I'll only show you things once I feel you have moved on, Ethan. Yes? I can't show you something that cannot be done now. There's always what can be done now. And what I show you depends on what you show me. Actions speak louder than words, do they not? Yes. So today what you learn is this emptiness that you felt, that Ethan, the ego, felt was illusion. I'm not saying that the person that you lost was not nice. No, we're not saying this. Everyone is good, everyone is nice. But what we're saying is this: the ego has no body. Remember, the I has no body. But the emptiness you felt was what the body needs. Yes? And this movement that I show you today, it will help you greatly. Whenever you feel sadness, Ethan, now, especially in memory, these memories you say you have, these thoughts, yes? You'll go outside into the park or the garden and be very gentle. Be honest, yes? We use self-honesty as the compass. And you will do these movements that you did today. It will make the heart open further, yes? It will also start to massage or start to move the kidneys. And likewise, it will allow the roots, yes, in particular the reproductive area, the roots, make the water flow less hampered. Yes? And then when you do this, after you do those movements, then you can stand still and you stop breathing in. I'm still breathing in. And then, yeah, breathing in. Yes. The more you do this, the more things will start changing again. So here's the thing that I think I did mention to you on your journey of self-study. Yes, the ego is very tyrannous, very clever. That's why we constantly have to watch the breath, because the breath is a constant. So when you ever have any disarray, now just always remind yourself to watch the breath. And also, like today when you said to me that you punched a wall and hurt your hand, there was no regret in that. So be it. Yes, this is a lesson learned. Yes, it is not a lesson learned if you punch it and then do the other one as well. This here now is ego. Yeah, this is ego now. But if it's just one, this here is body. Yeah, it's like when a lion roars. Yes? there was nothing right or wrong with what happened. It was just something that needed to happen. Yes, no regrets. And the more you allow this to happen, even, you have to be mindful, isn't it? But the more you allow this to happen, eventually there'll be less of this and it will only happen when it's necessary. Yes. But it's nice to allow the animal to roar, isn't it? Allow the animal to run, allow it to gallop like this. This is akin to a stallion running fast, galloping by the beaches in Normandy. Yes. It's no different. In the modern world, you will notice what they describe as passive aggressiveness, yes? It's from many people not being honest. They're not honestly expressing themselves. They keep on holding it in. So they show their anger in different ways, very toxic ways. And eventually it becomes illness inside. This is passive aggressiveness. But if you just allow it, if you feel angry, so be it. You see me, I'm not always like this, I always say to you, I'm just like everyone else. Sometimes I get angry. I'll be like, okay, then afterwards I laugh. If I get angry towards my mother or my father, at the moment I will express it, freely express it. But then afterwards, in hindsight, I will go to my mother and say, Mother, I apologize for losing my anger. And then she goes, that's fine. But she would do the same for me. We are being honest to each other. What you did there upset me, but I'm very aware it just upset my ego. Yes. We practice this. This is being mindful. Just keep on watching the breath. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the sadness you feel. Yes, nothing wrong. Better out than in. That's why I say about the punch. It's like a fart, isn't it? It's gone now. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, you have a limb that hurts now, but now you can do your exercise with fist. Yes, in the beginning I told you to do it with hand. But your body was actually helping you. It's not allowing this hand to do mischief. Yeah, our subconscious, our true nature is is not clever, that's the wrong word. Our true nature is very wise. Yeah, very wise. The ego, it can never comprehend. It always thinks it's something to do with about it, yes? In a way it is, but our true nature, I don't want to speak too much about it. Eventually you will understand what I'm talking about, and you will laugh so hard. It's been 3 weeks, isn't it, Ethan? A lot of time, but likewise, time is relative. Yes, 3 weeks might seem a long time, but I promise you that last breath out that we all have, our whole life goes really quick. So savor every moment. Yeah, be diligent, be diligent. So I say also for yourself now, I say 1 month, okay, Ethan? No need to see us. We will see again each other in 1 month's time. Continue on. And remember what I say, when you say you make excuses, these are just lies, isn't it? This is ego. And I said to you, do what needs to be done. Yes. If I'm born with no legs and no arms, I'm still gonna live. This makes sense, isn't it? always say stuff like, remind yourself this. Whenever you make an excuse, just watch the breath. Say, at least I'm breathing. Yes, and you can still do it. You'll be very amazed how amazing the body is. It will just adapt. Yes, but this standing movement here, I think, will keep you busy. In 1 month's time, I imagine you'll be very different, Ethan. Very different. Now that you're living at home, you're close to your roots, things are going to change a lot. You might have some upheaval once again. Remember, there's always, the ego is always trying to do things. And it's not just your ego, but within the family, isn't it? Different characters. Just be mindful. Keep on watching your breath. Just keep on watching your breath and learn compassion. Yeah, learn compassion. Just be aware that you are playing a character and so are your parents. Just be compassionate. If they want you to do a certain way of doing something, then do it. But you're aware it's just a game. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, some of us, we rebel against our parents because we think they want to control us and all these things. That's illusion. Because they believe that they are the character, isn't it? And if we believe we are the character, then we play into the role of, oh, they want to control me. But when once one becomes aware that one is nothing but a figment of one's imagination, one just goes along with everything. Yes, like a child. Oh, you want me to tie my laces like this? Okay, I'll do it. You want me to wash the dishes? I'll do it. I don't mind. Everything becomes like play, you know? Everything is play. But when we start thinking that we are the character, we think, oh, why do I have to do it? Yeah, this whole experience, I always say to people, this life, the whole of it is good, man. No matter what it is. So before, when I was younger, I spent time in prison. Yes, I spent time in psychiatric wards. Looking back now, the character I played was in so much woe, so much misery. But now, fast forward 2 months after I had committed suicide. I was traveling in Australia. I was lying in a hammock it was in Sydney Park. I was lying in a hammock, asleep, and then all of a sudden I felt a sharp pain to the back of my back. And then someone grabbed me out of the hammock and pulled me. And the moment they did this, I could smell the strong smell of alcohol. And as I came up, I could straight away notice it was a police officer. There were 2 police officers, but the one that manhandled me, he was definitely drunk. And then they continued to show their aggression, and they put handcuffs. I was put into a police car and then driven to the police station, and they put me into a cell. And in the cell, every now and then they will open the thing and say, are you going to talk now? Because I did not speak. And I was in a lot of pain because he either kneed or kicked or something, but right here, it's not. I was in a lot of pain. But I just continued just meditating. Yes. And slowly but surely, after a while, they had to let me out of the police station because I did not say something. So on their records, they could even have no name. But the point is this. Before I was in woe, now everything's the same to me. It doesn't matter where. You could put me into a prison or war camp. I'll still be the same. Yes. You can put me in my parents' house, I'll still be the same. Yes. This whole place, this whole life is a beautiful experience. Experience everything. Okay, Ethan, now it's time we will say goodbye. And we will see each other in 1 month. And you will continue diligently with everything that I have shown you. And I will repeat. You will do the sleeping meditation. And then when you wake up, if you can remember, the first thing you do is smile and savor that breath in. And then from that moment, do the yoga. Yes. And then, if you wish to, you could go into standing meditation. But during the standing meditation, watch your horse move. And I promise you, the horse is going to want to do that movement that I showed you today. Yes? The horse will do that movement. You'll wake up. You'll do your yoga. And you will stand like this. And then all of a sudden, your horse is going to want to move. Yeah, it's going to want to move. Yes, it's going to want to do that. So continue doing those, but also everything is moving in unison, yes? Everything is moving in unison. Yes, but this is all achieved by lying on the floor and you do those things, remember? Now it's fist, no longer flat hand, now it's fist. Yes. And just play around. You'll put your fist in certain areas, and if you feel it tense or tight, continue those areas. Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Turn and relax. Any area that is tight, those are the areas you must place it on. It's just the areas that are tight, it's telling you, oh, I need to let go. Does it make sense? Anywhere you place the fist, anywhere that's tight, your body is telling you, oh, I need to let go. So you leave your fist there. You breathe and you just let go. And the more you do this, the muscles, these areas here will start relaxing further. Do this all the way up to the spine. All the way up. All the way up. Until eventually you can do this. You see? Eventually you can do this. And when you get to this point here, you can't turn no more. You can't do this anymore because you're lying on your back. From this point here, you just breathe. And when you breathe like this now, the ribs will open up. Yes? The back will start arching. And then the heart will have more space to... Yes? I have just showed you the method. I have showed you the steps. This is not guesswork. Yes, everything I tell you is not guesswork. It's tangible, step by step. This is what is going to happen. Whenever I speak about the body, it is never guesswork. Yes? Never. It's through learned experience. And whenever I speak about the mind and all these things here, this not from a book either. Always learned experience. Okay, Ethan. Until the next time, my brother. Yes, I wish yourself, your family, and all those around you blessings. Practice diligently and steadfastly. Om Om. Take care, my brother. Until the next time. So Ethan's coming along really well. Sometimes I get very excited, when I see these changes. But like I said before, I have to step back sometimes. I can't rush it. So Ethan is about to go for a very bumpy ride. But I have faith that he will be diligent and steadfast. I have so much faith. Until the next time, I am the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai. Only the full Om.